I was born in a small town, my world a tapestry woven from simple joys and grand aspirations. Like many young boys, I dreamed of donning a uniform, of serving my nation. I wanted to be an officer. It was a dream, nurtured by stories of valor and a heart brimming with patriotic zeal. My days were filled with rigorous preparation for the competitive exams, an obstacle course I was determined to conquer. Each day began with unwavering hope and ended with the comforting exhaustion of relentless effort. I believed in my dream, and that was all that mattered, or so I thought. The first attempt was a reality check. The results were a stark notice of my shortcomings. Disappointment, though sharp, was quickly replaced by renewed determination. I told myself, try again, try harder. And I did. Months turned into years, and with each attempt, the disappointment morphed into something heavier, more daunting: failure. The once bright flame of hope flickered precariously in the harsh winds of repeated setbacks. Self-doubt crept in, whispering insidious doubts. Maybe this path wasn't meant for me. Maybe my dreams were nothing more than naive fantasies. The decision to step away from the familiar was difficult, an admission of defeat that bruised my pride. Yet, I knew I needed a fresh start. My family suggested opening a restaurant. It was a far cry from my original aspirations, but the idea took root. The initial excitement provided a temporary reprieve from the disappointment of the past. However, running a restaurant was no walk in the park. Long hours, demanding customers, and unforeseen challenges became the new constants. Despite my best efforts, the restaurant floundered. The weight of failure, it seemed, had followed me. The turning point. It was during one particularly disheartening evening in the town changed everything. My fiancée, noticing my despondency, struck up a conversation. She listened patiently as I poured out my frustrations, my dreams, my failures. She then spoke of a friend, a recruiter in Singapore, who was looking for dedicated individuals. Singapore. It was a world unknown, a path I had never considered. Yet, something in her words sparked a glimmer of hope. That night, fueled by a mix of desperation and newfound curiosity, I decided to take a leap of faith. Destination Singapore, a new dawn. So, I pivoted. Enrolled in a new course aimed at working abroad, believed in myself, had faith in the journey, and most importantly, didn't give up. After finishing the course, I went through a foreign agency. The application process was grueling. Interviews, assessments, and endless paperwork filled my days. There were moments of doubt, whispers of what if that threatened to derail my resolve. But this time, something was different. I had tasted failure, knew its bitterness intimately, and I was determined to rewrite my story. Weeks later, the email arrived, a life-altering message that brought tears of joy and relief. I was selected. Singapore, a land of opportunity, awaited. It took me just 2 months, but some take even a year. Remember, if you believe, have faith, and keep pushing as a child of God, blessings will come your way. We started our journey, yet as the plane soared into the clouds, so did my spirits. I had finally broken free. Embrace change, embrace success. Singapore welcomed me with open arms. The initial days were a blur of new experiences, a crash course in adapting to a different culture and a faster pace of life. The work was challenging, but it was also rewarding. For the first time in a long time, I felt a sense of purpose, a feeling of accomplishment that had eluded me for far too long. Looking back, I realized that my journey, though marked by failures, was ultimately about finding my path. It was about learning to adapt, to embrace change, and to never give up on the pursuit of happiness. My dreams may have taken a detour, but They led me to a destination more extraordinary than I could have ever imagined. The small town boy had finally found his place in the world.